Good evening and welcome to Psychic the Plans. I'm Aeson Knight. Of course, with tonight is Techie Joe, my operations manager. How are you, darling?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good if someone would settle her butt down. If not, she's going to ship to her daddy really fast.
She does. She does.
Yeah.
But you know.
It's been a really interesting week.
Had a few things going on.
A lot of things going on. One of them was I hadn't felt good.
Hey, Brenda.
Hello, Brenda.
And apparently, hello, Anna from Brenda. Gotta have the kitty love.
Yes. Back. Sorry, guys. Trying to get this posted out.
Absolutely.
Why don't you take that while I do this, dear, please?
Alrighty. So, was an interesting week. You had some dietary discoveries. After. Well, it's been a couple of months.
Yeah.
Of struggling there. To figure out what was going on. We were thinking it might be much worse than it was, and it turns out little bit of accidental exposure to foods, to a food, that you are allergic to.
Highly
allergic. Barley of all things in the most unlikely of places.
Yeah.
And we do mean the most unlikely of places. So we found out basically that that's been an ongoing recurrent issue.
Right.
That things you were doing to eat better, to eat healthier, to manage your diet, were apparently
just trying to poison me.
Just trying to poison yourself.
Nothing really.
Well, but not really. But it was an unintentional moment and like we've picked up even more things that we didn't realize that was in.
Right. Because I got one of our baristas recommended an app called Fig, Fig. That you can scan the barcode and it picks up all the ingredients and tells you if your allergen is in that ingredient.
And surprise, it's already been useful.
Yeah, it's been very useful. So there's going to be a new section in my personal planner where I'm going to record what I'm eating because we're going to have to track that for a little while.
Absolutely.
So we can see if there's another food allergens hiding in plain sight.
Yes.
Here she is again. I believe she wants fed.
Doesn't she always?
She's a hungry kitty.
She is. She is.
Oh, barley is in a lot of things.
Yeah, apparently barley is in a lot of things. Apparently weird things.
Saltine crackers.
Yeah, saltine crackers. That was a fun discovery. Bread.
Right.
Like plain white bread, nothing extravagant. Like your mama probably picked it up and brought it home, white bread.
Right. The giant loaf, also known as Little Debbie bread. Yeah. Someone who was having a sandwich a night for his dinner.
Yeah, so it started with the English muffins at breakfast. And then, heaven help you if you have a bowl of soup. Because there was the crackers. Or if I fixed you a sandwich for lunch, there you go. And then you were ending your evenings usually or frequently on a sandwich.
Right.
So there's 2 slices right there. Even your alternate breakfast bread of bagel,
Right.
those have barley. And it's just like
Alfredo sauce. They're now
oh yeah.
putting it in Alfredo sauce.
Yes. So when we finally figured this out originally, and there's a whole other thing going on here too that has caused this to be a delayed realization, which I think we need to explain that.
Right.
But okay, so when we originally started putting together that this was a barley allergy, you thought it was a hops allergy. Because that made sense. Your dad's allergic to beer, and thought it was because of the hops, or knew it, one of the two.
Knew it.
Okay. And so it made a lot of sense. Like, sometimes allergies kind of, run in families. It's an enzyme thing or whatever. So, all right, we thought it was a hops allergy. You knew you couldn't drink beer.
Big deal. I don't like the taste.
Yeah, it's no big deal. So when we started to realize this was, he was trying to be so good for Halloween early in our relationship, and we did a thin crust pizza, and we were being really, really careful that day, but trying to have fun for Halloween. And his blood sugar shot through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, there's no way in hell. The sugar content of the food we had that night.
Right.
There's no way in hell. And so then I got to looking at, I looked at the ingredients of everything we did that night. And it caught me, the thin crust pizza that we got, and I can't remember, was that like Papa John's or?
That was Papa John's.
Yeah. The thin crust pizza, it struck me weird, had barley in it. Because it hit me as like, well, that's also in beer.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. What if your problem isn't hops?
Right.
Or maybe it is hops and that's irrelevant. It's not, there's not enough hops and everything else. But what if you have a barley issue? So we started running under that premise and noticed, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Right.
So we've been very careful of the restaurants that he eats at, like trying to look at, and we've got a nice stable going. And so we've done Domino's before.
All right.
And not had issues. Yeah, his blood sugar goes up a little, but not like when he has barley, his blood sugar shoots through the roof. Like we're talking astronomical numbers.
Right.
So when we started putting this together this time, one, we didn't have the sugar problem, which is a major hat off to Trulicity,
right,
for managing your blood sugar through this.
Didn't even notice it.
Didn't even notice it. Didn't blip his blood sugar, which is usually how we immediately tell.
Right.
Is because the blood sugar number. So with this time, what we were realizing, and what he originally thought was, well, it had to be the pizza crust. Right. Like Domino's changed their ingredients, or we haven't been paying attention, because he doesn't normally order pizza. No. It's very rare. Maybe he has a slice of one that like I order or whatever. But he gets his wings. But this time, I apparently inspired him.
Because my main problem normally is the red sauce. I don't care for red sauce.
Yeah, so I had a whole moment of like, can you order my psychedelic Hawaiian and do a white sauce? I don't want red sauce. Do a white sauce. He got inspired by white sauce and went, oh, I want pizza. And so he ordered a pizza. He went for the extravaganza with white sauce instead of red sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so happy. He was so thrilled. He had such a great time with that pizza. And so, of course, this isn't a day that he has decided to have a whole English muffin for breakfast. Then we have the pizza. Then he's not feeling so great. So we end up at his favorite quote unquote greasy spoon, his favorite diner, in Beckley, called the Omelet Shop, and he orders eggs Benedict,
Right.
so another English muffin, and proceeds to come home and get sick. This is how this all started. Okay, so turns out, no, the pizza crust is fine. He can have every single red sauce pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Alfredo sauce, the white sauce. Their Alfredo sauce has barley in it. He can't have their Alfredo sauce. The pizza won't hurt him. The sauce will.
Right.
Like, because he sends me to go look for this, and that was my first conclusion was, well, it has to be the crust. So I'm looking at the crust ingredients going, nope, crust is safe. And then it struck me the only thing he did different was the sauce, and I went and looked, and sure enough, it's like, I don't know, third ingredient or something is barley. And I was like, why? 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 Why you put barley in your
Who thinks of
spaghetti
this?
sauce?
Like, who is sitting up there going, ooh, here's a cheap filler ingredient?
And that's what they're thinking.
Right.
Like, because what I've noticed is a lot of things that need thickening. It seems to be a coin toss sometimes between getting that grainy, nutty, like smoky flavor of barley. At least that's how I experience it. Versus cornstarch.
Right.
It's like we can use cornstarch and thicken it, or we can use barley.
Right.
It doesn't thicken it quite as much, but it actually adds to it instead of making it kind of sweet and fruity. Because cornstarch tastes kind of sweet and fruity to me. And so it does skew. Like, I've never been a big fan of dumping cornstarch in to thicken.
Right.
Because it throws the flavor.
Right.
Like, personally, I'll just simmer the crap out of something.
Well, and that's the other part is they're trying to quick cook, and it's like, stop it.
Well, and yeah. So here we are.
Yeah. So, I start looking around and going, okay, what the hell else have they decided to throw this in? And I mean, throw it in to cause it to be a thickener, a cheap filler, whatever. It's in about 20 different things I've been eating.
Yeah. Surprise.
So no wonder my stomach has gone to hell and back.
Yes. Yeah, we're glad he has figured it out. And the upside note is you've actually been feeling better across the board since we got the barley out of your diet, because he hasn't been able to eat much of anything.
Right.
But no, it suddenly started making sense why some things were like, he doesn't have a barley allergy in the sense of, in most situations, it's not like a peanut allergy that would immediately send him into anaphylactic shock and kill him. So it's probably more of a sensitivity and tolerance.
Right.
Would be where it's at, is that he gets to a level and his gut health goes out the window.
Right.
Now that may also be the interesting side of this. Is that you may have been inadvertently exposing yourself repeatedly,
right?
Not knowing, because I wouldn't have thought to check bread. Who thinks to check bread? For barley, like it just, I don't know. It doesn't work in my head. I know there's beer breads. I know there's beer batters. I get that concept. It's not the first place I go thinking, oh, well, there's gonna be barley in cheap white bread.
Right. So we don't buy
Doesn't
cheap white bread.
Yeah, no, we're buying the good shit now.
Well,
and then double checking it, make sure that it's not some,
no. We've been not buying the cheap white bread.
Oh, okay.
We've been buying the good shit.
Oh.
Well,
I didn't see Sarah Lee come into the house, and that's when I consider it the like, you get me an artisanal loaf of Sarah Lee.
mm-hmm.
I know it's probably not as high class sounding as it really it isn't. It's not high class, but it's marked up there enough. It feels high class.
Right.
So yeah, no, I I hadn't seen that come in.
Right.
So no, anything else, like whether it's the 99-cent loaf that's now like probably $1.99 at Walmart,
Right.
the great value, all the way up to like the Sunbeam bread, it's still cheap white bread.
Right.
To me, unless it's the Sara Lee artisanal.
Well,
like that's the class it starts. Can't eat it either?
No. They use it for that.
Oh, God. Are we going to have to get you rye or pumpernickel?
We're going low carb.
Okay, we're going low carb breads now.
Yep. The $6 a loaf bread.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Double check it.
I did. I had to go. I went and bought it.
Alrighty. But no, so yeah, barley in the most unlikely of places.
We found it in the biggest what the fuck. We found it in a soup, a vegetable beef soup.
Well,
barley.
Yeah, vegetable beef and barley.
No, it was just the can said
was supposedly vegetable beef, but barley and vegetable beef soup is normal. Like there's I don't know many vegetable beef stews that don't include barley. Because it does mix well and it adds to the flavor. Like I understand using barley in it. That's why I knew to look for it, is because usually it's there.
Well,
you will not find a vegetable beef without it.
Who would have thought they'd stick it in Alfredo sauce? Or in, any of the other ones. And I'm like, stop. Like, I just can't. I've almost got two. It's got to be single ingredient food, fresh. But that's insane for me to try to cook. Yeah.
I've joked about him going paleo. Just if it runs, kill it and eat it.
I could deal with that.
But that'll just add to the vampire mystique.
Yes, it could. All right. So it's going to be a busy week.
It is. We are prepping up. So we have our normal week going on.
Right.
But on top of that, we are out of town this weekend. So, and that involves going somewhere that we are most likely going to have no or low internet access. We're not sure entirely which one it's going to be.
Right.
We're hoping for at least low internet access because that lets me keep the ball rolling.
Right. But we're prepping for none.
We're prepping for none. And if it is low, we're preparing for that to be limited access as well. So I'm trying to have everything ready when we leave Saturday.
Right.
So that
right.
while we're on the road, I either have to do as little as possible, or if I don't get it done, it'll be all right.
Right.
That
means there is no psychic clip plans next week. You guys, we'll do a flip through of what happens, and you guys will get 2 weeks of the past. But let's we're also doing One Book March, which is this lovely one here. It's lovely. So, but all right. So I've got my stuff in. Yes. Let's go with you next.
All right. So, of course, I've got my telehealth at 2:15 on Monday.
Okay. Okay.
Tuesday, I've got your mother for her podiatrist appointment. I just realized I didn't move something over. Let me edit that real quick. And
2:15 also.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Wednesday, we are in Quinwood.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yep. I forgot to move it over. I sent it to her. She hadn't confirmed that yet. But I figure she will.
Okay. I got to be in Beckley by 5.
Yes. So that'll start at 11.
Right. Okay.
Thursday, I'm in Princeton. I'll probably be out of here at about 8 a.m. And I should be back around 5, 6.
Okay.
Not entirely sure on that one. That's one of my great nephew's dental appointments. And they are not a Swiss watch.
They're more like a Chinese lost clock.
Pretty much. So yeah, Friday I have my massage. And then we have Saturday and Sunday out of town.
Yep. All right.
So I'm a running this week.
You are. Now let's go with Invisible.
All right. So starting on Monday, works 4 to 10.
Okay.
Tuesday works 4 to 10.
Okay.
Friday works 4 to 10. And then we don't have the schedule after that. Not that exactly involves us.
I know. All right, so let's see what the original plan was.
Okay.
7, 12 to 7, 1 to 7. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. So we're going to do private is closed on Mondays. And I normally close on Wednesday too.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go with network. Monday is going to be a 12 to 8. Tuesday, it's going to be a split.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to work a 6 to 8, and then a 11 p.m. to 4.
Okay.
Wednesday will be a 12 to... Actually, let's make that an 11 to 8. Thursday is an 11 to 8. And Friday is an 11 to 4.
Okay. And then you're unavailable Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
Well, Saturday.
We will just plan for me to be closed completely on the weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. So Tuesday, we're going to plan for a 3 to 6 Tuesday.
All right.
Close Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, close both days?
I'm not there yet.
Okay.
So a 3 to 5 or a 2 to 5 on Thursday.
Okay.
And then Friday is going to be my standard 3 to 6.
Okay. And then close Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
So looking for an appointment with Aeson on private this week.
Yeah, it's a tight one.
Book soon.
Yeah. How many hours does that give me this week?
Let's see. 8 26 27 28 29 33 38 on network.
Yeah, that's the one I was caring about. Yeah, so I need to find 15 hours.
Okay.
Sometime this week.
Okay. As in, there'll be unadvertised hours?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So let's get into the deco. So we've got some wide spaces this week to fill in. Make sure to include in the network I will be out of town. So they don't look for me.
That are what now?
So they don't look for me.
Okay.
So they don't want to get in line.
All right. Just send your schedule.
Okay. I think that, it'll be okay.
Oh, Brenda asked a question. So are you going to take a deck in case Spirit surprises you with doing a reading for someone again? LOL.
I'm taking my whole office with me. Like, I don't travel without my office.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because if I have the availability, if I'm able to get a cell signal, if I'm stuck in, driving down and not driving,
well, riding down,
I'm very much princess in the car.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, I will have my decks with me. I will have my notebooks, my planners with me. Like, when I travel, not much changes, just my location.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and use this box here to have a space to write down anything I've got to pack. But no, Aeson has learned not to plan to not work.
Oh, yeah, because that always comes back to bite you, doesn't it?
It does. Like, when we go to Quinwood, I'm taking my deck with me.
Oh, yeah, that's a guaranteed.
So let's just do some full flowering here. Wow, it's starting to look like other YouTube channelers, who I'm quite sure doesn't write in their planner.
That's very pretty.
Thank you. Like, I really like this book. This book was a good choice book.
Lots.
So my moody dividers for my personal will be coming in tomorrow. You guys won't get to see those until we get back.
Yes.
Yes.
But yay, new dividers.
Yes. Okay. Very simple layout. It's a very packed week. There's not a lot of room for stickering.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. All right, so let's take a preview of the week to come. This is a very thick page because we have a new insert. I was perusing Strange and Charmed. I love her planners. I'm actually looking at if I get totally annoyed with Happy Planner, buying her Master CEO planner. And she had this insert for sale that takes care of my check boxes. And all we did was print it out. It's originally designed for a 6-ring and just glued it in. But I think it needs some dressing up.
Absolutely. It did go in nicely, though.
It did. Like, that was an easy insert to add to it. Is it, studio quality? No. Is it perfect for what I need? Yes. And that's the more level of importance there. Let's go ahead and use these butterflies, or moths. These are moths.
Oh, mothies.
Now, the checkbox list here has really been very much a great addition to the planner. We'll see how the smaller checkboxes do, the pre-printed ones, instead of me having to draw them out. And if it works, you're going to see a lot more of those, because that's a great way for me to keep. All right, Dragonfly. Here we go. And our first sticker sheet is done of the planner.
Yay!
I think those are too big for here. So there's that. And of course, we did move our task list over so that we can have an hourly breakdown. And 2 boxes for appointments. Okay. I thought I had messed up there, guys. I really did.
Oh no. What do you think happened?
I thought I skipped Thursday and Friday and they just stuck together.
Oh.
We ran out of the boxes and we switched over to these kind of oblong ones.
I like the oblongs.
I know, they fit well on this page.
They do.
Yeah. Changes it up, and then this will be our, weekly reflection. And our goal setting for next week will go in here. And you guys will see those when we do a flip through. All right, so let's move on to our $1 million mornings. There's the task list. I've not filled it in. This is my Gantt list. This is stuff I have to get caught up before tomorrow morning, because I'm not starting next week behind. So it's a lot of work to get done today.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Is it a bunch of little stuff though, or
stuff I can tick off really fast?
Oh, good deal.
All right, let's do this. A little bit different. We're going to use this washi tape that's in the planner. So I have to call tomorrow and make my tanning appointments. So those won't be in the planner yet, but they did extend their hours on the 1st, so that'll be fine. There we go. Kind of like the Scotch tape effect of washi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And of course, personal side here is just a weekly overview and then $1 Million Morning Pages, which, if you're not familiar with that, that comes from Mel Robbins. And it's been working pretty well. Well, it'll be the first time we tested out traveling.
It will.
Can we do it, guys? Do we get to finish off 2 sticker sheets in one show? And it's not even halfway through the month? Yes. Yes, we do. That's 2 sheets down, guys. All right. So there's that. We will put a to-do list up there. This taupe color. So the things to do, it needs to be to do. Because there's prep for me to leave. That I'll put my list there. And that is my setup for this week. I'll fill the pages in later. Again, because I have to call and make my tanning appointments. We have my gym appointment tomorrow at 3. Tuesdays are going to be complicated to tan.
No, I would think you would be able to tan on Tuesdays, wouldn't you? Ew. Well, this Tuesday.
That's what I'm saying. This Tuesday.
I think we can throw it in the mix.
Okay.
Well, because I'll be dropping your mom off at 2:15. If you were to tan somewhere between 2:30 and 3:30,
okay,
then that should work beautifully.
Okay.
That's going to be the key point of it, though, is it's going to have to be between those times to work for you.
Right. And Thursday, you're busy.
Yeah, Thursday I'm on the road.
So that means I need to tan on Friday.
Yes.
So I'm just going to do 2 times this week. Okay.
Yep.
And then fill my gym in throughout that.
Yeah.
All right. So put that aside. Let's grab my deck. Let's see how the week's going to go.
Woot. All right. I've got your schedule updated everywhere, I think.
Okay.
We'll double check that after. But...
Right. Oh, it's a major shift here. Literally, it's majors.
Oh, it's the all major?
It's all major. We have the High Priestess here. Means you're standing between 2 options and you're making and holding on to secrets. The Wheel of Fortune. It's like playing Russian roulette. Bet on red 18. The universe will decide where things go. And then you're going to have to look and see what you're sacrificing and if it's worth it. Because we have the Hangman. We do have the full moon. So that can be adding to the effect.
Ooh, fun.
Yes. Right.
Do you want to, since we're not going to be on next week, go ahead and give them a
already pulled next week for you.
This week?
I already pulled next week. It's in your inbox.
Oh, okay, sir. I didn't know.
Yes.
I hadn't seen it.
You already checked your Slack.
Well, I'm sorry.
I had that pulled a couple days ago for you.
Aw.
Right. So we're still working on getting this one to lay flat. Ooh, this is a good sticker for this planner. It says, have faith in your journey.
Brenda's like, Joe was trying to look out for us.
I know he was.
Yeah, you'll have to wait for the email.
Yeah. And with this one, we keep it simple. And decorating, because it's going to be a lot of writing in. But no, I'm seriously thinking if Happy Planner doesn't bring me any surprises this year, we might be ordering a professional print.
Ooh.
And going back to the 6-ring guys.
Oh, yeah. How's the 6-ring been going for you? I know you started that one here, what, about 2 weeks ago?
About, was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was less than a week ago.
Was it?
Yeah, it was last week.
Okay.
Yeah. It went well. I just didn't get to touch it much.
Oh.
But I'm going to be touching it a lot more because this is where my food journal is going to live also. Instead of getting another notebook, we're just going to add notebook paper too with it.
Mm-hmm. And you'll be bullet journaling the food guide.
Right, because I haven't found any inserts that look nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys.
Ooh, let's do this one up here. Kind of being a little smart ass to myself.
What did you put?
Oh, hello. I really love this deep red. Always kind of loved a nice deep red. So a few quotes. It is. That one says, live a life is full, and it's full. The life will be full this week.
It will be.
We'll put this on for the weekend. Rejoice.
Yes.
Yes, we're looking so forward to seeing Sis.
We are.
Yeah.
It should be an awesome weekend.
And Joe will no longer have the invisible brother, we believe. That I question if he exists.
Oh, yeah. I still don't know how you haven't met him.
I haven't met him yet. Oh. Another day off. Since I rarely get to use those stickers.
You probably have entire sticker books. That was the only stickers left.
Yes.
I'm surprised you don't just go through and like use all of them. Just fill in that block. Like, I'm taking a day off.
We'll see. You know, it was blowing flurries earlier.
Yeah, somehow Brenda, him and my brother have managed to never meet each other. Or one of my brothers. Never. Like, it's always been a mess.
Yeah. Like, I think we both think each of us are invisible.
I don't know.
I don't either. All right, I think that's all I'm putting in here because I've got a lot of stuff to lay out for this week. There's a lot of overlapping appointments and phone calls that I have to make.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, Brenda says we call a friend of one of our friends imaginary friend since we've never met her but hear about her.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically where the invisible brother came from.
Right.
Heard about him.
Heard about him. Saw evidence of him being there because there's a computer to repair. Still never met the man.
You know, it happens.
Mm-hmm. All right. So there's that. Let's take a break. Well, let's look at Joe's planner.
Okay. Get swapped over there. So I actually went through and I was originally just intending to do the next 2 weeks. I ended up just finishing out the month because I was like, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just roll. So yeah, we got all of next weekend, including my to-do list of dailies. And yeah, because I was realizing that between next weekend and just next week, this coming week, the week ahead, I wasn't gonna have time to sit down and really work on putting page layout together and doing all that. So I just knocked it out this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we got all that. So I got my week set up. As I was saying earlier, when Aeson was asking me about what I was doing this week, I am pretty much on the road.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. I think the two biggest days will be Wednesday and then Thursday.
Right.
And of course Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
So, but yeah, I got something about every day.
Right. And then Thursday at 5, I have the MS meeting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw you forwarded it to me, so I went ahead and put it on my schedule. I didn't know if you wanted me to be a part of that or not. Yes. So, okay. So we're gonna hope I'm back in time.
Right.
Otherwise, I'll be signing in from the road, and I'll catch what I can.
Right, and I'll record it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one isn't a major meeting. But
yeah, it's one that it's nice if I'm there, but if I'm not, I can catch up on later. Absolutely.
So yeah, you got your stuff laid out. And do you think traveling is going to be hard on your planner? Because like mine, we have the bag, it goes in, we move.
Well, I have my general bag that this slides into anyway.
Right.
So usually if you see me leave the house for anything more than a quick trip out, it's with me anyway.
Right.
So I don't see any issues. I think my biggest one is going to be remembering to take a charger, which I'm gonna need for my cell phone anyway. And it's all one charger. Thankfully, I am that level of or that timing of iOS devices.
Right.
One charger to rule them all.
Right.
The future of iOS and it's gonna be interesting. Pardon?
It will be interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got all this set up. It's a pretty happy little planner right now.
Right.
So
you can get a weekend sticker.
Yes, I called it the Family Time Weekend.
Yeah.
I combined two.
How cool. You done some sticker maintenance.
Pardon?
You done some sticker maintenance.
Yes.
Yes.
So we got that going on. And then as a reminder, Sunday is St. Patrick's Day. That's important.
So we need to make sure to pack our green.
Yes, otherwise we'll get pinched.
That's fine.
I'm just saying we'll get pinched.
We'll pack our green.
Yes. And then went ahead and did the next week as well.
Yeah.
It's a subtle difference between the two, but it is different.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of moving in towards April.
I am. So went ahead and got this week done. Then the 19th is the first day of spring.
Yes.
It's finally here.
Thank God.
Yes. It'll be warming up soon, so we got all of that. Right. And then we move into the next week. And that's when we'll be looking towards Easter.
Yep.
So, yeah, we got some holidays.
We do. Gods, we're going to have to go shopping.
We are.
Yeah.
But no, so that's basically where I'm at right now.
Very cool.
Yeah, I went ahead and finished out the month. I like the fact that this month ends perfectly on a Sunday.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, and that will be a longer show because I think I'm gonna walk everybody through like the goals and laying all that out.
The 14th of this week is Pie Day and steak and blowjob day. So I guess pie, non-barley crust.
Exactly. Steak blue. 30 seconds side, heat the sucker up, it'll be fine.
Oh, that's Thursday. I can't promise pie and steak. You might have to pick one. Granted, like Brenda said, he likes his steaks blue, so that's really just kind of touch the meat to the pan, flip it, touch the meat to the pan, put it on a plate.
No, it's put the meat in the pan, count to 30, flip it, count to 30, put it on plate.
Oh, goodness. Oh, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might pull off the steak.
We'll see. We'll see if I'm there yet.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be the true part this week because we're still letting his stomach recover.
Right.
Like, he's still on safety foods.
I'm at like 4 to 8.
Well, yeah, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, you've moved up a little bit.
Yeah, I had a whole egg this morning. I had fruit. I had yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, reloading my stomach is weird for people. Talk about that a minute,
Oh, okay.
and then we'll close out. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
when Aeson gets sick, most people run for toast,
Chicken noodle soup.
chicken noodle soup. No, 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 no. I run for McDonald's, specifically
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's.
Very specifically McDonald's. It's a very specific order at McDonald's.
McDonald's. Yeah, a double cheeseburger with pickles and lettuce and mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy dehydrated onion.
Yep. No mustard, no ketchup.
No McDonald's sauce.
No.
So we done that for like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Then last night I had it in fruit, and we done good with that.
Mm-hmm.
This morning I had a normal breakfast. Then I had a kid's lunch, nuggets and fries.
Nuggies and fries.
Yeah.
Get in, loser. We're going for nuggets.
Yes. I've got a kids' cuisine meal for dinner here in a minute, and we are keeping the portions at kids' cuisine level, 6.6 ounces.
Yeah, sounds about right. But he gets a brownie.
I do, and
and that's the other thing. Ice cream, like you've had a Shamrock Shake.
I've had a Shamrock Shake. I've had chocolate shakes. Like if I have to go back to, like it's bad, I go to pure milkshakes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just live off milkshakes.
Oh, Brenda says hot and sour soup and hot tea for me.
Yes, but he doesn't like to go where I like my hot and sour soup from either.
I'll go pick it up for you. I don't care.
I know.
I've told you this before. If you want it, I'll get it. But
yeah, because Brenda, I like the hot and sour soup that's been sitting on the stove for about 3 days. It's thick. It's delicious. It's scrapped vegetables and tofu and chicken skin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes the Mr. Steve's hot and sour soup.
Mrs. Steve's hot and sour soup.
Well, Mrs. Steve's hot and sour soup. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, did you check the brownie and the McDonald's buns for barley?
Well, he checked the brownie for barley, and I checked the McDonald's buns, and they're fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we went through the kids' meal, and made sure there was no barley.
Yeah.
And then yes, he has double checked his McDonald's order.
Mm-hmm.
And it is 0 barley.
Yes.
So.
Yay.
That explains, at least until at some future point, because it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
Where McDonald's changes a recipe.
Right.
At least for now, it is still his safety food and will not hurt him.
Well, at least we'll not throw up.
Yes.
If I throw that up, we're going to the hospital because something is wrong.
Yes. While I check the ingredients list, like why doth thou forsake him?
Yes.
Like no, but it was bad. Yeah. Like the level of sick he got from that last day of like the barley power up was that the next day you threw up water and chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you gotta be pretty effing sick in my book when water and soup, chicken noodle soup, will not stay down.
Right.
Like that is a level.
See, Brenda agrees with my hot and sour soup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'll go pick it up for you. We can go. I will figure out something to have there.
But
it's just,
yeah,
I'll be fine. Like they do good egg rolls and crab rangoon.
They do. Well, that's because there's direct first gen, and you can tell this with certain Chinese restaurants. First gen do really good food, but it ain't pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. There's just some other things that I don't know. I just can't.
It doesn't.
They don't hit me.
Yeah, it don't hit you.
It's not that they don't look right. It doesn't. It hits different.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't scratch the Chinese food itch for me.
Right, but also this is winter, and I think Mrs. Steve is in China because she goes home every year for the lunar. So I don't go there when she's not in town.
True.
Yeah. Right, guys. So we will see you a lot this week. I will see you on Monday on Modern Spiritualist. Tuesday we're back here with Psychic. We're back here with the Psychic Coffee Shop. Wednesday, Lady Gwen has a show. Thursday is Coffee and Tea, and I believe it's with Gwen.
No,
or Sandy.
Sandy.
Right, and then a special Modern Spiritualist at 6. Yeah. For a special guest, and then Mountain Bears on Friday, and then we're off the weekend. Don't be worried if you don't see anything from us. The world hasn't ended. We just gone to Timbuktu.
Basically. We're in the deadest of dead zones.
Yes.
But we live.
Yes.
We'll show signs of life come Monday.
Yes. We may even do a special show Monday.
They may be zombie-style signs of life, but there will be signs of life.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So with that, we do want to take a moment to thank our baristas.
We do. All right. So, of course, we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devin. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, or how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits our baristas receive, please visit us at PCSPnetwork.com.
All right. We will be reminding everyone of the specials and the shows and your baristas. That is on the Gantt list for tonight, just to get everything set up to pre-shoot to you guys.
Mm-hmm. It'll be awesome.
Yes, it will be. All right, guys. We will see you later. Bye, y'all.
Bye.